Yeah, I'm Perrier. White girls politicking, that's that Sarah Palin.
So Sarah Palin, interview with Breitbart, and she was talking about the new GOP healthcare plan they just released. And so she called this plan socialism. And so her quote, she says, "Remember this government-controlled healthcare, the system that requires enrollment in an unaffordable, unsustainable, unwanted, unconstitutional continuation of government-run medicine." And then she says, "Even in this new quasi-formed proposal, there's still an aspect of socialism. That's the whole premise here." And then, so she also said that this plan is Reno, like Republican in name only, and then she expects Trump to come in and fix it. And so this plan is obviously not in any way socialism. It rolls back Medicaid expansion, which from Obamacare gave coverage to millions of Americans, and then it's a giant tax breaks to the rich. So an example of that, it gives a tax break to companies who pay their CEOs over $500,000 a year. And then, so an actual example of socialized healthcare, a system that does it is in Canada right now, where they have universal care. And so actually in 2010, Sarah Palin had admitted that her family would get treatment in Canada's single payer system. So she said in 2010, "We used to hustle over the border for healthcare we received in Canada, and I think now, isn't that ironic?" So she's used the single payer system in Canada, and that obviously is very successful. Sarah Palin is known to just say outrageous things like this. 2010, in an interview with Glenn Beck, she's asked how she would handle the current hostilities between the two Koreas, and so Palin says, "Obviously, we've got to stand with our North Korean allies." And then, so in 2014, in a CPAC speech, she says, she's talking about Vladimir Putin. She says, "The only thing that stops a bad guy with a nuke is a good guy with the nuke." And then, so in 2008, she's in an interview with Katie Couric. She's asked what newspapers and magazines she follows to just stay updated with the world and stay informed. And then, so she responds that she reads most of them with a great appreciation for the media. And then Katie Couric asks what specific media outlet she follows, and then she just is unable to say a single source where she gets her news, and she just says that she has a vast variety where she gets her news. And so in that same interview, she was also unable to name the countries involved in NAFTA, which is the North American Free Trade Agreement. It would seem like she would be able to know that because it says it has North America in the name of the trade agreement. So Sarah Palin's just been the laughingstock of the Republican Party, and she really should just be irrelevant right now and not really be taken seriously when she goes out and says ridiculous things like the GOP healthcare plan is socialism.
Now I'm Perry, yeah, I'm Perrier. White girls politicking, that's that Sarah Palin.